Hello everybody, this is Feral Meows here with the top 5 mistakes I constantly see in Gold ELO. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment below with the biggest mistakes you see in your games. First, I want to start off by talking about win conditions. No one in Gold seems to understand their team's win conditions. People all want to group mid and team fight, but this is not necessarily the best way to win games for every team comp. At the most basic level, you have split push, pick, team fight, and poke and siege comps. Each of these teams wants to do something completely different, so stop calling for your Tryndamere to group mid to team fight when the enemy team clearly has a better 5v5. The next item on my list is poor itemization. People consistently run cookie cutter builds, they continue to build too much damage when they're far behind, and they don't use items to counter the enemy team. If there's a Fed Mundo or Warwick on the enemy team, you might want to build an Executioner's Calling or Morellonomicon for the Grievous Wounds. If there's a Skarner on the enemy team, pick up a QSS. I guarantee you will win more games if you start itemizing for the state of the game instead of just building what you always build. One of the most infuriating mistakes I constantly see is not playing proactively. People play scared even when their team has the lead. They let one Fed member of the enemy team dictate the entire game. Players need to understand how to play sideways, how to trade objectives, or make their own plays to get their team an advantage. A lot of players just wait around for a mistake from the enemy team before doing anything. When high ELO players smurf in low ELO, the most noticeable thing you see is that they constantly dictate the pace of the game. They are always getting something done on the map, even if they didn't snowball the early game. The runner-up in my top 5 gold mistakes is having a bad attitude. Players need to learn to be carried, stop flaming, focus on themselves, and learn to play from behind. A lot of players don't know how to get carried. If there's a Fed member on your team, just play safe and let them carry your scrub ass. Players are constantly flaming someone, whether it's warranted or not. Just stop typing in game. Everyone makes mistakes, so stop pointing out every little thing and stop acting like you've never made a mistake yourself. Focus on your own play and think to yourself, how could I have played that better throughout the entire game? People give up way too easily. You need to learn to play from behind and stop FF at 15 or opening mid at the first death. My number 1 top mistake Gold players make is not focusing on the correct objectives. Players are too focused on kills or focused on the wrong objectives. Players don't put enough weight on destroying turrets. They don't know how to rotate around the map, how to trade objectives, or how to snowball their lead. And Baron and Dragon have way too high of a priority in Gold. Instead of sieging a turret, many players turret dive too often and give up unnecessary kills, and most of the time they're not even able to take the turret afterwards. Many players just want to group mid and try to fight it out 5v5 ARAM style. They try to force Baron in the face of the enemy when they could easily take a turret somewhere else, or they prioritize the Dragon over Inhibitor. Killing turrets opens up the map and allows more plays. Utilize all 3 lanes and apply pressure across the map. And as for Baron, I would even suggest to ignore it unless 3 or more enemies are dead. There's my top 5 mistakes players make in Gold. If you think I missed anything or would like more videos like this one, please comment below of what you'd like me to add. If you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. You can also catch me on Twitch, links in the description below. Thanks for watching.